Hi, another video talking about this. Might be getting boring now, but yeah, the reason why I'm talking about it today is because I've got another PRS coming, and once that's here I'll do a video on that. I want something with sort of humbuckers, normal humbuckers. These are Narrowfields, which are humbuckers, but I want something with standard humbuckers that can split, so you can do single coil sounds like most PRS guitars have. And I want something like that feels as good to play as this. And I'm struggling to find anything, and I've been looking at lots of different guitars lately and struggling to find something that's as nice as this to play. And as versatile, really. I mean, this is such a brilliant guitar. It's an NF-3 core model. If you don't already know, it's a 2011 one. I've had 3 of these. This is the one I've ended up keeping, not necessarily because the other 2 weren't so good, but this is the one that's most well used. It's got a few knocks on it, and the other 2 were a bit more perfect, so they were the ones I sold. But yeah, these are brilliant guitars. This one's slightly lighter than the other 2, which I quite like, but yeah, not by a lot. So I'm just going to talk about it again quickly. It's so versatile. At the moment I've got it plugged in to my current kind of teaching rig, which will make you laugh. I mean, it's an old Hiwatt, tiny little Hiwatt bass amp, solid state, tiny little thing, real sort of cheap Hiwatt bass amp, and I've got a Tech 21 Fly Rig 5 plugged into it, and that's basically a Sansamp Tech 21 Sansamp, which is the original kind of amp simulation pedals. They were brilliant. I mean, yeah, the original ones were great, and it's an old thing now. The original Sansamps, it's very old. But I still think they kind of hold their own against things like the Iridium by Strymon and other stuff like that. In my opinion, they're still really good. Anyway, this has got a Sansamp built into it, and this little multi-effects thing. It's got a delay, a Sansamp, and a plexi kind of overdrive. So I've got that plugged into a bass amp. Now, if I just play through with the volume and tonal full, just play through my sound. I'm just using the camera's mic. Now if I plug this into the Iridium and had a nice reverb on it and plugged it direct in, it would sound better than that. But I just want to show how versatile the guitar is just with this real basic setup. I might show you a picture of the setup and put that on the screen. So neck pickup. And neck and middle together. Middle. Middle and bridge. A bridge. Now just like that, guitar volume on full, tone up full, there's quite a range of sounds there. I think so anyway. It's got a big range of tones. But then when you turn the volume down a bit, you've got like a whole new set of sounds that are slightly different. So I put the volume on like 6. It's a thinner sound. Middle. Middle and bridge. Middle and neck, sorry. Neck. Volume back up. And if I put a higher gain thing on the Sansamp, volume's on full still. Bridge. It's kind of like a Strat on those in-between settings. Even with the volume on full and a heavier sound, it still sounds kind of quite stratty. That comes across on the camera's mic. Yeah, so just great sounding guitars. Get a more kind of clean sound with a little bit of delay. And it's obviously got a PRS tremolo, which are one of the best tremolos you can get. Yeah, so I'm struggling to find something else that I want to pick up and play as much as this guitar. And yeah, maybe I only need this one guitar, but I would quite like some more standard kind of humbucker tones that this doesn't quite do. That's the only limitation with this, I would say. At the moment I've got a single cut PRS with I think they're 8515 humbuckers, and for sort of basic kind of rock sounds, that is better than this. I've also got an old Gibson 335, and that's better than this for the rock stuff, I'd say. Not that I do much of that, but if I want to if I'm doing like a Metallica song in a guitar lesson or something, then this guitar will do it, but it won't do it quite as well as that single cut PRS or the Gibson. So yeah, if anyone else has got one of these, I've made loads of videos about these, and you know, if you're not interested in these guitars, you probably pressed stop ages ago. But yeah, if you've got one of these and you've got thoughts on them or opinions, please put them in the comments. This is the American like core model, it's the original one. They do an SE version now, and as I've said on other videos, I'd really like to try one of those and compare it to this. If anyone's got one and they're not too far away from me, Felixstowe in England, then let me know. I'd love to try one and A/B it with this, see how close they got. But yeah, if you own one of these, just be interesting to hear what you think of them. They are just superb guitars, I think. Anyway, there'll be another PRS video soon with the new one, hopefully. Okay, thanks for watching. So pretty basic, but that guitar kind of sounds good for anything.